Hi guys, welcome to my strategy video on Junkyard. I'm playing in Classic Arcade, but this strategy can also work, I'm pretty sure, on single player with a few adjustments which I will point out. This table, I think you can do much better than I've done in this game. It's just my accuracy lets me down the whole time, and I think that story background around the flippers are not helping me to have a consistent aim. But yeah, I think it's still a fun game, and it's worthwhile trying to see if you can put up a good score. I also include a table layout map for your reference, because as I go through my strategy I don't specifically point out the different things. So you can look at this table layout map, which I will put a timestamp for in the description, or you can just refer to the Zen Studios official guide on their blog. The strategy I came up with was with the help of Pinball FX community members on the Discord server. So thank you guys. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and please let me know if you have any suggestions on how we can improve on this. Everything on the table is important obviously, but pay special attention to the toilet ramp, the bus ramp, the crane lane, the alley ramp and the sewer sinkhole, as they are most important for the strategy and getting off to a good start on this table. So we start off, I always try to collect junk. I'm not very good at choosing what I want. Make sure that you are on the cuckoo clock so that you can start the time machine. This time around, let's see what I get. It's not something specifically nice, but what I wanted to show you from another game is what happens if the time ends at 3:33. Then you just flip your flippers a couple of times and then a mode called Secret Mania starts. It basically starts off exactly, everything still carries on exactly the same, you just get a nice amount of points for each shot. Okay, so back to my game again. I'm gonna ignore this move your car, and I'm gonna follow my main strategy, the main thing that I do at the beginning of the game, and that is to shoot up the alley ramp so that I can increase my multipliers. Okay, so let's just run away from Spike here. Usually what happens after you beaten Spike once is that the piece of junk you get is to get the toaster gun, and then you get Doggie double feature if you manage to hit the alley ramp straight away again. Yeah, some people like this mode, other people's I've read really hate this mode. I don't mind it too much. In this game I managed to get up to level 9. It gives you very nice points when you get that far, even if you don't finish the mission. And at this stage it helps you to collect junk along with increasing your multiplier. So I'm just going to try that over and over, or do that over and over. As per usual, it seems as you have to do something boring to get the game going. This here is to illustrate, yes, if you play single player, then you can't let the ball bounce over as nicely as you do on the Classic Arcade. But just be patient and make sure that you control the ball, which is much easier to do in single player with the flippers going up so high. Okay, back to my game again, or to the main game again. Let's see if we can save the goal for a second time. Eventually you start getting a feel for which way the dog's gonna go and the speed of it will, especially if you repeat it often. This time around, yeah, no, I got him.
Now get the bathtub.
Yeah, you can see the ball bounces over very nicely. You don't have to do anything, and it's very safe to do it that way. So one of my frustrations on this table is that I keep on hitting that ramp without any effort, and then suddenly out of the blue I start missing. Inevitably on Classic Arcade, once the ball is out of control, you lose it.
Shoot the dog!
Okay, so quickly to level 3. Another piece of junk, and after 6 pieces of junk you get an extra ball,
Jalopy.
which is great.
Come
Missed
on,
it.
get the extra ball.
I'm gonna try now again. Great. You saw I controlled the ball there, brought it to a standstill, and then it was easier to aim.
Gentlemen, start your
Okay, the
Jalopy.
Great Jalopy Race Adventure. I always start with the alley ramp first. It's easier for me to hit with the ball on the go than the sewer sinkhole. Less risky.
Two.
Yep, missed that, the bus lane, but it's usually also something that you should practice. And now, what happened now? I was very, yes, very surprised. Midnight Madness, I didn't expect it at all, because I didn't realize it was so late already in the evening. But yes, it seemed to have completed that adventure for me, the Great Jalopy Race, and then gave me an opportunity to score some nice points. Just by auto fire. I don't know how long it is, probably around 60 seconds to 90 seconds. But similar to the wizard mode, which you'll see later, you just keep on shooting, trying to hit as many lanes, sinkholes as possible. Yeah, a couple of million that I'm getting for this, which is great. Okay, here we go. Auto fire is finished, but it's still carrying on. $4 million for Midnight Madness.
Pick something.
Great. Now get the propeller.
Don't listen to her. Get the TV.
So along with building your multiplier, you just keep on collecting all the pieces of junk. There are 10 pieces.
No way.
The different pieces are associated with the 4 different adventures. Ah, great. Fireworks. Very worthwhile to get as many fireworks as you can. I'll explain when we get to the wizard mode why. Okay, another piece of junk, and you can see the jackpot is growing there.
Pick something.
So one more piece to get. Next adventure, radar adventure.
Radar adventure.
The lanes keep on changing, so just take your time. Meanwhile, let's see if we can save the girl again.
Spike, you smell. Got him.
Got lots of ammo, because that was acquired during the Midnight Madness, hitting the toast target right next to the alley lane there, to the top left of it. Oops, there I lost my first ball. Only 2 fireworks. So it does appear that Midnight Madness kind of cancels out your... Oh no, yeah, I saw I got 5 fireworks there, so for the Great Jalopy Race, so that's great. I think it does carry on during Midnight Madness, whichever adventure mode you had. Okay, so I'm the junk champion for getting all 10 pieces of junk there from the skill shot. Okay, let's just get my multiplier up. I haven't mentioned yet, but one big difference on this table, and that's why it's such a key part of the strategy, is that the multiplier, as well as all the pieces of junk that you collect,
I'm gonna need a bath after this.
and once you've collected it, it stays for the rest of the game. So if you've reached 6 times multiplier, like I've just done there, it means that each ball you lose, your bonus gets multiplied by 6. Unfortunately, I'm demonstrating it here now for you. But on a relatively low scoring table, yeah, that's nice amount of points, and as the game carries on, it just becomes more and more. Yeah, nice. More fireworks collected.
Those are dangerous.
Yeah, magic bus ride is ready. Let's see what it's gonna offer up to me.
Whoa!
Light jackpot. Yeah, I'm not specifically gonna go for it now. One thing that I'm not good at all on this table is the flipper skill shots. Okay, next adventure starting, tactical combat. I'm not specifically gonna go for it. I have enough. Oh, that was not on purpose. Okay, so let's do the save the girl again. So just to finish my thought on the flipper skill shots, yes, on a table like Theatre of Magic, you're actually able to use it to your advantage. On this table, I just gave up because I can't get it right with any consistency. Great, you can see already 2.4 million there for level 4, so by level 9, it just keeps on adding up. Multiball is lit, so I'm gonna go for it, because that means that while Multiball is going and the crane adventure is still active, I can finish it relatively safely and get nice points for it, and fireworks, which are very important. The more fireworks you have, the bigger you score in the outer space wizard mode. The jackpot value goes up each time you hit it into the toilet hole. That wasn't a very good multi-ball. I don't think I even got super jackpot.
Try again, sport.
For some other reason I can do the multi-ball again. I didn't pay attention now as to why, but I'm not saying no. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, trying to get a super jackpot. It's not that easy. There we go. Finally got one there. Super jackpot is a nice 3 million. So if you have a good game, you can actually easily get 20-30 million just from one multi-ball. Unfortunately, lost another ball. At this stage, I was thinking that, yeah, this game is gonna fizzle out like many of my other games that I've had before this one. But luckily for me and for you guys, I managed to keep it together. 22 fireworks. You always want to have more than 20 before you start outer space wizard mode.
Move it. Ooh, yeah.
There we go. So you can see the more fireworks you have, the more points you get for each ramp or hole you hit. And then also if you have 20, you get a 10 million bonus immediately. Okay, so you see I get that same amount that was shown next to the fireworks for each ramp. And of course you have to try and hit each of the lit ramps before they are relit again. You can also add more fireworks while the mode is ongoing, by hitting the toast target next to the alley ramp and by hitting the crane, but it's a bit hard to concentrate on that as well.
Come on, hurry.
So, only 2 more shots left. Let's try. Still not. Okay, I got 1, and now I only need to get it into the sewer sinkhole. There we go. And there we defeated Bob. So I'm not going to carry on commentating on the rest of the game. Basically, what happens now is for the rest of the game, as long as you carry on, as you can see from the blinking adventure lights, is you don't have to recollect any of the pieces of junk. So I managed to play through to outer space 2 more times. I'll put timestamp in the description where I played those 2 modes, but unfortunately both times I didn't manage to defeat Crazy Bob, but it still gave me enough points so that I ended up with a top 10 finish just on the table.
Hurry.
Radar adventure. Hurry! Those are dangerous. Move it. Those will be handy. Let's go. Fireworks collected. Gentlemen, start your jalopies. Checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2. Those are dangerous. Spike, you smell. Got him. Get the not me, the dog. Yeah. Got him. Yeah. Those will be handy.
Totally cool boss.
Time for a swim. Anybody, got a light?
Those are dangerous. Those will be handy. Air tactical combat. Get away from me! Got him. Not me, the dog. Yeah! Spike, you got him. Get the dog away from me! Fireworks collected. Outer space! Hurry!
You're all right. Come on, smash him. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, smash him.
Move it!
Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, smash him. 4. 4. 3.
2. 1.
2. That's serious firepower. 4. 3. 4. 3. 2. 1. Nicely done. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, get the extra ball. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Extra ball.
Radar adventure. Yeah! Got him! Get away from me! Yeah! Those are dangerous. The Great Jalopy Race. Checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2. Those are dangerous. Shoot the dog. Get the dog away from me. Got him. Yeah. Get away. Got him. Those will be handy. Checkpoint 3. Fireworks collected.
The Great Toilet Adventure!
Get this dog away. Yeah. Shoot the dog. Spike, you smell. Got him. Yeah.
All we need now are matches. Anybody got a light?
Air tactical combat. Get away from me! Get this dog away from me! Shoot the dog. Got him. Get away from me! Ooh, yeah. Let's go. Wonderful. Hurry. Move it. Let's go. Radar adventure. Those are dangerous. Those will be handy.
So I've just managed to sneak into the top 10 with the score. I'm sure it won't last long. Yeah, so the strategy is pretty straightforward on this table. Can get a bit boring, but especially have to try over and over again to get it right. But once you have it, you can then just play the table through to outer space as many times as you are able to. Yeah, it's not a specifically difficult table. I just struggle to keep my aim steady. I think I have good aim, and then the next moment I'm suddenly just losing my aim. And as I mentioned earlier, if you lose aim on this table and the ball is out of control, you can just as well accept that you're going to lose the ball. But yes, it's worth trying again, and I'll do so again in future. So thank you guys.
Wonderful.